this guy used to be on the David Letterman show. Fuck yeah. And he has a porn star name. That's why he's my bestest friend. Coming to the stage right now, put your hands together for Mr. Logan Steele!
Logan Steele. Logan Steele sounds powerful, successful. I didn't finish high school. I'm not sure how many of you went the high school route, but it's hard. It's really difficult, and you know you're caged in. It's like Auschwitz, but with a Taco Bell and a lap pool, like the same. Laura mentioned he's adopting a kid, and my brother called me and said that he is adopting a kid. As a person raised and loved by birth parents, I really don't get the appeal. I show there's some obvious upsides. Being able to reach biracial status. And finally telling your naysayers that you are tolerant of other races. Look what you just bought. No, I'm kidding. Of course they're going to buy American. And plus I hear after a while they really start to look like their owners. But here's my question for him. Why adopt? Why not just have a baby? That's what I would do. I wrote my set on my hand. I wasn't there the day in high school when they taught it. So my mom called me and told me that she was getting plastic surgery done. And I'm an adult now. I've learned some things. If somebody says this to you, don't start guessing what it's for. Your chin, your neck, finally. Anything and everything having to do with your trunk area is just considered offensive. Sensitive people. So I lost 100 pounds on the Subway diet. Yeah. I need an applause break. Thanks, guys. And so I gained it on the Olive Garden diet. Two restaurants, two very different results. My downfall was the breadsticks. I love the breadsticks so much. I would always ask for breads with extra butter, you know. If only they could be born with butter. And I died with an Alfredo chaser and move on. And my doctor would say things to me like, Logan, your arteries are shutting down. And are your affairs in order? Whatever that means. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what that means. What do I have next? Remember when Miley Cyrus used to be hot? Used to be hot. There's an OJ trial that just wrapped up. And it didn't go so well for him. When's this guy gonna catch a break? You know? When's it gonna be his day? I don't know. So I'm against crime. I live in a bad neighborhood where I feel like I'm safe, but my car is always in danger. And recently my car was broken into and they stole my stereo, and I have mixed feelings about that. You know when like a parent loses all their kids in some terrible accident and they're devastated, but there's like part of them that's relieved because no longer they have to worry about their safety. It's like I get it. Yeah, no, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, you don't have deep thoughts. You don't have a diploma or goals. But I do. I have deep thoughts all the time. I was home alone in the dark, lounging on my gaming chair, when I started thinking about all these disasters that happened like the last decade. The tsunami, 9/11, New Orleans, fires, earthquakes, whatever. What do all these victims have in common? I didn't know any of them. This begs the question, am I a magnet for safety? We don't know. But I feel like I want to try to save you, and probably the best way to do this is request to be friends with me on MySpace. No gays. But things are changing, you know. I read this article on stem cell research, and that's crazy. Science is moving too fast for me. I hear that chemotherapy has edged out prayer as top way to fight cancer. Hoping for the best is still a distant third. Now, I was going to become a doctor, I was thinking about it, until someone told me that A for effort isn't the case in medical school. So, I abandoned that dream. But I am in the medical field. I do medical testing. I don't know if you know what that is. When they get a healthy host, inject you with a virus, and then fight it off with experimental medicine for cash money. You may be asking yourself, Logan, where did you find such a good opportunity? Craigslist. There's lots of ads for it. Ads like, tired of being healthy? Your immune system getting a free ride? My parents don't support me in this. They said, oh, Logan, it's dangerous, and you're gonna suffer side effects. Do you know who else suffered side effects? Spider-Man. Spider-Man did. I know he has a trilogy. Superhero movies are huge. The latest Batman movie is like the second highest grossing movie or something of all time. It's crazy. Everybody wanted a piece of that. But you really have to hand it to Tim Russert for being the only one to land a Heath Ledger interview. He made a choice. He made a choice. So loud all of a sudden. I gotta your attention. Remember when you realized things were flammable? I remember. I was 9 and my friend Black Donnie came over. And we call him that because he's black. And we found the rubbing alcohol. Now, we're not scientists, but we thought we'd do some field tests. So we poured a little bit on the fireplace, and we lit it, and it worked. And I said, Black Donnie, I wonder how this would look on the human form. So I dipped my finger in, and that worked. And then I lit my hand on fire, and that worked. And I said, Black Donnie, do you want to light my head on fire? And he did want to. So we went to the back door, and the plan was to cover me, light me, and then I'd run, just jump into the pool, you know? Seemed like a good idea. Why wouldn't we do it? So I put my head down and he covered me, and I said, you know, light me, Black Donnie, and he did. And I took off like a 9-year-old Olympic torch, you know, it was great. Halfway through the run, something occurred to me. I had greatly misgauged how far the pool was from the back door. The first part of the run, I'm like, oh, I'm crazy. The second part, blistering, blinding pain. I remember it really well. And so I got to the pool, I jumped in, and when I came out, my hair was all singed off, and it was bad because it was months before my hair grew back, and Black Donnie and I could do that again. Thanks everybody, I'm Logan Steele.